All right. I was still out here shopping for Melissa Relief, and I remembered something. I remembered to buy evaporated milk because an old African American lady a long time ago told me that back in the day when they didn't have formulas, they used what they call pet milk, which was a brand of evaporated milk. But now, you can get evaporated milk in different brand names. But that they would take the evaporated milk and they would put 1 can of evaporated milk measured to a can of water. And then they would add something called a little bit of kale syrup in there, which is like a sweet syrup, just a tad, so the baby would want to drink it. And she said that's how they did baby formula. And she told me and taught me this one time when I ran out of baby formula. And just as a note, 1 can of evaporated milk to 1 can of the same of water equals whole milk. Now, if you have babies that have special needs, are allergic to milk, they can't do this. But for babies who are not allergic to milk, does not have special needs, and there's no formula around, if people who are shipping can remember to ship evaporated milk, that would be great. Another milk to ship also is dried whole milk, because once it is measured back out and water hits it, it becomes whole milk. So dried whole milk in a box, and they usually come in big boxes. That's another way to get nourishment into children. And so I just remember these things and I'm trying to pass them on so that in this weird time, you know, we could be able to sustain children, and new mothers would have more comfort, and we would be able to help out. So think about shipping evaporated milk. Think about shipping dried whole milk. And if you can find it, some kale syrup. If you can't, then maybe a tad of honey will do. Um, but this is just something that I thought that I should pass on, that I learned. And for children who are closer to 1 year old or over 1 year old, for little kids, you could do the same. 1 can of evaporated milk, 1 can of water, or use the dry milk and just give it to them as milk. So if you can't get sweetened condensed milk, but you've got sugar, the evaporated milk will work fine in porridges. Um, so this is just me passing on this information that I learned with no refrigeration and no electricity. Um, at least if evaporated milk is down there in the can, and formulas are hard to get, this is one way of to help sustain babies, to help sustain babies. So if you're shipping, think about it. If you're on the island and you see where it can be done, pass it on, teach it. As long as it saved lives, as long as it sustained babies and children until better can be administered, or not necessarily better, but manufactured products can reach the people they need to reach, and things get back to some kind of normalcy. So just tips, just tips. and be blessed.